hit with a shank and a shell catcher.
Up five, I swear to God, ain't nothing to catch a charge. I grew up slinging iron and doing time and breaking hearts. Now I'm on Dana Paul,
Nothing like beefing with a red nigga. Get up on his ass, aiming at his head, nigga. Chopper got me walking with a limp like one of my legs. Bigger
just my
back.
bitch that left me there. Murder, she roll. Murder, she roll. She left, she ain't roll.
Around town with a carbon on his bitch. Shiesty man, when you see me, then you better watch my hip. Damn, I look how time fly. Bitch dub back, they sound crack, but look how time lie.
Take a nigga life on a flight, stay solid, hold it down. All you do is send a kite. You my brother, bitch, you thirsty? I give you a cup. Let a nigga try it, fire, made the whole crew dump.
Yo, 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 what's up, people? We is back. Another day on Keep It G News. And y'all know good and goddamn well, I had to speak on this. Man. What's going on in Florida, man? You mean to tell me this the end thing to do? This what the streets of Florida is resorted to? Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, killing niggas' mothers and shit. I mean, that's the thing to do. That's gangster now. That's respected. I need somebody from Florida to let me know in the comments, man. And I just had a conversation with a Florida dude yesterday about how they operating down there. You know what I mean? Because it looked like to me, Syko Bob is a member. I mean, I ain't going to throw it out there, but you see the colors he wearing. It's obvious. And he's in the news right now because his mother just was murdered. So in this video, I'm going to take y'all through the series of events or how this may have played out, you know, because I don't know for sure. But this what it looked like, you know. Looked like to me this was revenge, you know, from another person mother being murdered. So, like I say, I'm going to give y'all the series of events, and I'm going to give them to y'all in order of how it all happened.
New on the night team, the story of a woman gunned down while walking to work in broad daylight.
She's like your biggest support system. Like, no matter what you are doing,
she was never a sad person. She always laughed.
But her laughter was silenced the day the mother of 8 was shot and killed at this business center on Northwest 27th Avenue near 175th Street in Miami Gardens. It was a Friday, March 19th, around lunchtime. Misty was returning to work at her salon, Hair Free, talking to a friend on the phone.
she was on the phone with her, and I guess she told her, like, I guess somebody started her, and she was like, wow, you scared me. What are you here for? And then all of a sudden, I guess, like, with him pulling out the gun on her, I guess, and she's got heard gunshots.
Did she indicate whether she thought Misty knew this person?
I don't think she did, because she said, oh, you scared me. Who are you here for? And that's it.
And she heard gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
Miami Gardens police say Misty Hopkins was approaching the salon door when she was confronted and shot to death by a man wearing a black hoodie. Police say she died here in this hallway, but the man fled down the stairs and headed west across Northwest 27th Avenue.
The women say Misty was not robbed, but was shot several times.
What does that tell you?
That it was intentional, that they were out. They was out to seek revenge.
Personal. But not towards her, because she wouldn't harm a fly, so.
They believe their friend was targeted for some reason because of the brutal way she was killed. They say many were too afraid to go to the funeral.
So we just, like, kind of just stayed away.
If a person was that bold to kill her in broad daylight, who's to say you wouldn't come to the funeral?
Cole and LaToya are Misty's lifelong friends, and Melanie is her biological sister.
Imagine they have to have a closed casket funeral, and she's beautiful. Like, you see her.
Right. Yeah. Right.
She was beautiful.
Three friends were driving southbound on State Road 7 just north of Sunrise Boulevard Monday afternoon when they heard gunshots and pulled up right to a shooting scene.
When we came up, you know, we just seen like the accident. I seen the guys getting out of their car, blood gushing out of them. It was just really traumatic to see.
This gold sedan was riddled with bullets. The three men inside were shot and begging for help. One of the victims, police say, is a South Florida rapper who goes by the name Syko Bob. Police say around 3 Monday afternoon, someone inside a black BMW started shooting at the men inside the gold sedan. The driver of the sedan tried to get away and in the process crashed into several cars. The shooter caught up to the victims and continued to fire. That's when someone in the gold car shot back. The driver of the BMW was last seen heading southbound on State Road 7.
And we're told also by Lauderhill police officers that they are not cooperating with this investigation.
Police making an arrest in connection to a homicide case that happened in March of 2021. This is 27-year-old James Hardwick. He's charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Police responded to reports of a shooting at the Clearview Business Center and found 39-year-old Misty Hopkins dead. She was the owner of a hair removal business on the second floor. All of this happening near Northwest 173rd Street and 27th Avenue. Miami Gardens police say Hardwick is one of the co-conspirators in connection to the homicide. The motive remains unknown.
Let's get right to this scene. Let's take you there right now. Northwest 30th Way near 21st Street in Fort Lauderdale. The crime scene in the driveway of a single-family home. The victim, a woman who was in the driver's side of a van that was parked there when she was shot, apparently ambushed right there in the driveway. The call of a shooting first came in just after 6 tonight. Officers arrived and pronounced that woman dead. The back window of that van appeared to be shot out. That van was eventually towed away from the scene. Family members, loved ones, and neighbors, they all gathered just outside of the crime scene tape as those officers worked the area.
This is what things looked like when we first got out here. You can see several evidence markers on the ground near a gray minivan where officers were focusing much of their investigation. You can also see a yellow tarp inside that van. Fort Lauderdale police say they got a call about a shooting just after 6 o'clock Wednesday night. When officers got to the scene, they found the woman dead. Family members and neighbors didn't want to speak on camera, but were visibly overwhelmed with emotion.
There have been a lot of death in this part of Florida recently. You know, where's the kid was murdered. And this is between rappers. So, from how it looks like I said, I played them videos in a sequence of how they happened, you know. First, the guy HMT mother was murdered. Then, Syko Bob was shot. You feel me? And this ain't nothing police you come sure they already got all this information. Now, I don't know if they connected or not, but it's real ironic that Syko Bob was in the mall basically bragging that this man HMT mother was murdered. So, I don't understand. What part of the game is that? Like, how did, in his mind, I see his name Syko, maybe he got some loose screws, but the guy that was with him was doing it too. So in their mind, this is how y'all rocking in Florida, that it's cool to get somebody's mother killed or to be involved with somebody's mother being murdered. Like, what does she have to do with anything that y'all had going on? This woman was a businesswoman. Businesswoman. Taking care of her kids, her family. But since something her son did, or her son was involved in, niggas decided to kill her. So then, you fast forward to somebody being arrested for her murder. You know? I don't know if he's connected to Syko Bob or not. But if he ain't, why would you brag about the fact that his mother was killed like you played the role in it? I don't understand it. Either way, it's goofy. It ain't respected. But this is the type of shit that's going on right now in the world. And I need y'all to share this video, subscribe to the channel, because you ain't going to hear this nowhere else, I promise. But this is the type of shit that's been, you know, like this is acceptable. Whoever killed this boy mother, niggas supposed to motherfucking, he shouldn't even be able to get locked up. At all. His own neighborhood should have dealt with that internally. You out of line, that's a violation. But in certain cities, this shit is respected. So much that somebody will brag on it. So, after he get locked up, year or two go past, because this happened in 2001, 2002. Now it's 2023, Syko Bob locked up. His mother get murdered. Now, in this situation, if he had anything to do with that man's mother being murdered, I have no sympathy, no remorse for him. It's fucked up for his family. But this is what happens when you want to be involved in street activity and you're not playing by the rules. Because we all know, yo, once the rules get broken, it's broken for everybody. Ain't no more laws. You know what I mean? Ain't no more laws. So people didn't have the patience. However it happened. if he was beefing with this boy and it got to that level, y'all didn't have the patience to wait to get him. Y'all go get an easy target, somebody that's going about their day, not worrying about nothing, and murder her. Man, that shit is fucking clowned out, man. Clowned out. And Florida should be ashamed of the shit that's going on down there, y'all. Now you got people talking about the whole Broward going pay because Psycho Bob's mother got murdered. So now the cycle is never going to end. Because all rules are broken now and ain't nobody off limits. I'm talking about daughters, sons, babies. But that's what happened, y'all, when you don't play by the rules. And I don't understand if this guy had anything to do with this, Psycho Bob that is. I don't understand how he thought that he was going to do that, do his bit, and nothing was going to happen. Nothing was going to happen. And these guys don't even got enough morals to move their family out of that situation if it get that deep. It wasn't no way they supposed to know where that lady lived at. On both sides. Man, this shit pissed me off, man. Straight up, yo. These guys is crazy, man. 2 innocent black women, mothers, gunned down because some shit that their sons got going on. Yo, we're a wild race, boy. We're a wild race. I tell you, his homeboys, y'all supposed to eradicated him. He supposed to be out of there. On both sides, yo. You don't do shit like that, yo. You don't do nothing like that, man. You take your issue up with who you got it with. You don't bring other people involved that's innocent. That's innocent. And this also goes along to what I was saying about people only fear you in your face. Because people probably can say that if Psycho Bob was home, they probably never would have did it. Because if that was the case, they would have been did it. Why wait till he get locked up? But that's what happened when people confuse respect with fear. Or fear with respect. Psycho Bob probably think he got all the respect. But no, that's just fear, my nigga. And they only do that while you right here. Once you go to prison, or once you out the scene, all bets is off. And that's what we saying in this situation if all these things line up. But I had to speak on this, yo, because this pissed me off, yo, to see something like this, yo, especially when I found out it was 2 mothers murdered. Come on, Florida. The streets of Florida. I know some stand-up guys down there, yo, that ain't standing for that, man. And it's crazy thing. The crazy thing about it is, a lot of these dudes down there, they probably thought this was cool. Listen to how he talked about it. Yeah, that's why I put your mother up. Your mother got put up there. Like, yo, what? Seriously. Nigga bragged about an innocent woman being murdered for some shit that her son had going on. That's crazy to me, yo. That's crazy to me, yo. Like, I'm lost at words for real. But let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments, yo. Like, god damn, shorty. Like, it's hard to even have sympathy for Psycho Bob, because I really don't. Because how you gonna brag on something like that? But then you got the family. You seen them. Frustrated. Angry. Don't know which way to go. Knowing this woman was innocent. Knowing she ain't had nothing to do with nothing. But still lost her life for some shit her son had going on.
Nigga can't do what I do, y'all niggas can't copy me. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep the shit G. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep shit G.